Hello, Shelby County. My name is Rashad Cobb, Public Affairs Assistant to the Shelby County Board of Commissioners. Welcome back to our channel. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Today we'll be kicking off our brand new series called Meet Your Commissioner, where we'll spotlight all 13 commissioners who are making a difference in our community. I'm thrilled to introduce our very first guest, All Things District 6, Commissioner Charlie Caswell Jr. We'll dive more into his journey growing up and how he became a passionate community leader and commissioner. Stay tuned for more, but right now, let's get to know more about Commissioner Caswell.
As well, I'm a county commissioner District 6, but that represents the Nutbush, Raleigh, and unincorporated Shelby County area. I was born and raised here in the city of Memphis, over in a community that used to be called the Dixie Home Projects. And I grew up in a big family, 17 brothers and sisters, 10 on my mama's side, 7 on my daddy's side. And so just growing up in a community at a time, sadly, when drugs and crack cocaine came on the scene, we experienced that in growing up in a community of poverty. So just being that person that always gave back to the community and support the community, a lot of it from the upbringing that I had. So much growing up in my community as coming out of poverty, I was always looking at people that were doing some things positive in our community that it really inspired me. Mentors from my 5th grade teacher, from a former police director who was a rookie cop when I was growing up, Tony Armstrong. Those people really motivated me to want to always give back to our community. Ran for county commissioner. I ran the nonprofit organization Legacy of Legends Community Development Corporation in the Fraser community that basically focused on helping to mitigate adverse childhood experience, and as I say, be a vision-based communities by working with our 7P community collaboration, a number of our parents, pastors, police, politicians, proprietors, principals, and partners in the community to bring unity in our community. I ordained in ministry back in 2002, and so became a senior pastor in 2015 and overseeing Union Grove Baptist Church in the Fraser community. I stood in that stead for 3 years before I realized that my work was back into the community work, and I stepped down. Even though I'm still ordained as a pastor, I'm yet a street minister, I could say in large, but I also am the associate pastor at the Pursuit of God, because it's all about servanthood. You know, I look at my role in this position as a public servant, and then you look at it, the role in the ministry as serving the people of God. And so, yes, it's all about service to the people and doing what I feel that we are assigned to do. Office back in 2022, and I took office, I believe, September of that year. Won the primaries and didn't have no one running against me in the general election. And so in taking office in September of 2022, it's been just a whirlwind of learning, but also able to work at a high level, I feel, upstream, to be able to bring about real change to our community. For a large part, because I get to continue to serve people, and I believe just in this space, doing it at a higher capacity, and where we're able to now make phone calls and get things done, I feel like a lot quicker than I was just as a citizen. Yeah. Just the fact of being able to bring stakeholders together has been my first thing. Hosting weekly stakeholder meetings, seeing pastors working together that usually didn't work together, seeing politicians come together, proprietors who didn't know each other now working and networking together. To see our principals in schools not warring against each other, but actually saying, hey, how can we work together to help better educate our kids? But then you look at the fight and for us to bring capital of building a $100+ million school in the Fraser community, to advocate for that school in a disadvantaged community for many years that wanted it to happen, but to get on this body and to be a vote and a voice to help make that happen. But also the work around the district connectors to bring forth that resolution that we can actually get district connectors to work out in the community, on the ground, hearing the voices of the people, bringing those ideals back to the county so we can make greater impact. Addressing ACEs, adverse childhood experiences, and mitigating trauma is one of the top issues. I say, yes, I've been able to put my hands to plow, to work in a lot of different areas, but in every area I go, in every space that I am, I talk about trauma at its root cause and root level. I believe that we as a society are where we are because of historically trauma, but then much of the trauma that happened to many of us, even in our childhood, that we're acting out in our adulthood. So that's my focus. is mitigating and focusing on addressing that. It's a great experience to serve under the leadership of Chairwoman Ms. Cabills, who is a great leader, and just to be there, to be that support, but also just being out in the community, again, hearing from the people on how we can make an impact throughout the whole county, and not just focusing on my district or District 6, but really being that person who can address issues across our county, and no matter if you're in the suburbs, municipality, or in the inner city of Memphis. I just think that in our community that we cannot just point the finger at one person. It's not the parents' problem, the pastor problem, the principal problem, the politician's problem. What we're seeing in our community is a village issue, and it's going to take all of the village to be intentional about working together, coming together, and really addressing those issues. Everybody got a role to play in correcting and making our county and city better, and that's for me is that we do come together in that capacity to make that happen.